Wait.
Yes, we are. Okay, hello, and welcome to Leaders Being Heard. And Happy New Year to everyone. We are very happy to be together in this format. We are very happy we can celebrate 2024 and very eager to see what we can do in this year as a team. And we want to start these lives with a topic that is too appealing for the moment. So since we start something, how do we start it? And yeah, New Year's resolution. Um, do we do it? What is the practice? What is how do you resonate with this topic? Um, we are here gathered at a cup of coffee, everyone. So we'll have the topic, the discussion, very open, freely, not moderated. And this is just an invitation to see, guys, how do we do it with the New Year's resolution? Do we do it? Does anyone have it? So yeah, who wants
Yeah,
to jump?
Happy New Year, everybody. So, yeah, actually, for me, it's my first time when I'm doing New Year's resolutions. Last year, I had only one goal. If we can say it, it's a goal. It was a goal. So, but this year, I actually have a list. I have it written, a list here. I have it in front of me, and yeah, I'm really curious to see how it goes. I mean, it's the first time when I'm having a pretty big list.
Do you
So
have a plan?
if I have a
How
plan,
to achieve them? Yeah.
uh, the plan is just start. I mean, from the first day of the year, I just started working on it, but without let's say without an order, because I don't think it's a pretty straightforward order, because I have some goals that I want to achieve with you guys, with Leaders Being Heard. I have some personal goals. I have some also some professional goals in some other things. So, for example, I say I'm just starting. So one of the goals is to have at least 12 live sessions with Leaders Being Heard. So this is the first
One is
one.
checked. Yeah.
One is checked, 11 remained. Of course, there could be more, but 12 in which I could be part of. Another goal with Leaders Being Heard is to have some meetups or some workshops created or some open trainings. Uh, so basically, you just have to start, see how it goes, and
What
just check.
may I ask you, Manolo?
Yeah.
What triggered you to have a New Year's resolution this year, and what is different than last year?
That's a good question. Um, in the communities I'm being part of, people are started in the last days of the year to add some posts with the 2023 goals achieved or not achieved, and started to add 2024 goals. And I was like, that's interesting. I know that in 2023 I achieved a lot without having a list of goals. And I was pretty curious to see how it goes. If I will be more engaged with some topics that I like to address, or if I will uh, achieve more than planned, or what I will not be able to achieve. So,
So you're more like an experiment now. You're in a
yeah,
next step
something.
experiment.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I just want to see how it goes. How it
Mm-hmm.
goes. I'm not planning to be disappointed if I can't achieve something. Um, so let's see.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah.
Thank
What
you,
about you
Manolo.
guys?
Yeah.
What about you?
I can go next.
Yeah, Andra.
is well, I'm self-employed, so if I don't have goals, nothing is moving. That is why I asked about a plan. And what I see the benefit of having New Year's resolution, like when we go in the new year, is that it's a fresh start. It's an opportunity to say, I draw a line, and now what do I do? Yeah, this is the benefit of it. Now, if you have some goals and then you just hope for the best, well, you might be disappointed or not. The idea is to plan how do you achieve those goals. I'm not saying have goals. Maybe you have only at work. It's up to anybody. Yeah. But this is for me personally, it's and Manolo, I noticed you said only one goal. It's okay to have one goal. It does not matter the amount of goals. But for me personally, I'm not changing the year in December. I'm doing it in November. And the benefit is that it's a fresh start. Okay, what do I do? It's an opportunity to create. It's an opportunity to brainstorm, as we have done it 2 days ago, and to look at, okay, what have we learned from last year? What do I want to create for myself, for our team this year? This is how I see it. And it sounds like, oh, again, that is why we have it. New Year's resolution again. Probably that is why I do it in November, when nobody's talking about it.
Yeah, I'm just going to ask why November.
I do the year quarterly, and the quarter starts in November. I can share how I actually plan. So I have in August, I create already the next year, November to November. And then I have 6 months ahead already unfolded. What are the actions for each of the projects that I have? And each quarter, each 3 months, I just unfold, create the next 6 months. They need to be clear. I'm still working on that. I'm not perfect. It's not done now, for example. But yeah, this is it's to find your own way how to plan and to make it work. That is why I say, as a self-employed, there are a lot of things to deal with planning. But if you work, from my experience when I was working, you can have for a plan for your personal goals, professional goals. Yeah. And we have a program. We were running a program around how to plan, by the way. Yeah. That is what came into my mind right now.
Super, Andra. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. About again from the title, I think it comes from the times, or for the people who set New Year resolution, then they fail or we fail. And then we say, again, should I make some plan or something that I will not succeed? So why should I do it again? I mean, should I do it or should I not do it? Because anyway, I don't do it. I don't accomplish what I plan. And then, I think that is the third Monday of January, which is the Blue Monday or something, when it's the depression time, the holidays. So yeah, you start the year with high hopes, and then, am I really going to do that? Do I really want to put energy into that? Yeah. Maris, how is it for you?
Well, actually, for me, it's not New Year's resolution. I think I'm more like Andra in a way. Like I see, like actually, while you are speaking, I was like thinking it's good in a way that people are starting to draw a line at the end of the year, right, or the beginning of the year, and saying, "Oh, I want to do this and this," right? And I was thinking, like, perhaps this is a good exercise to do it every month or every 3 months, and actually be connected to what actually you want to achieve, right, in a year or in the next 3 months or whatever. This is
how
one
do you
thing.
stay connected?
Yeah, this is where the plan comes in, right? Like, because I mean, Manolo was giving an example, like he wants to, his goal is to have 12 sessions with us, right? So it's something that is measurable. He knows every moment how many he was in, right? It's something that is countable. And then he can actually see if he's on track or not. So measuring and having a plan, it's part of that. Although it sounds like really boring, but this is the reality. And the second thing I think is
Heavy,
like,
yeah.
the second thing I think is like, actually, when you said, because you said like, oh, should I set a new New Year's resolution? I don't usually complete on those and so on. So I think before actually setting New Year's resolution is like actually yourself being at peace with what you said you will do in the last year, right? Like, and it's not just being at peace with yourself for the last year, but if you do it like every month or every couple of months, this exercise with resolutions is actually before creating whatever you are going to create for the next month or next 3 months. uh, I would say people are recommending to work in quarters, right? Like if you look at, they say like if you work in 3 months, this is something that is easy to manage and to achieve in a way. But before creating whatever you are creating, you need to be at peace with whatever you did in those previous months, right? And yeah, I think this is actually the most this is one of the critical part, right? Like not carrying on this bitterness, like, oh, again, New Year's resolution, I'm not going to achieve them and so on. So yeah,
I have
and it's
I have
funny
a
because
suggestion. Is yeah, go ahead.
it's funny how you go in the gym like at the beginning of the year, right, in the first week or something, and you see a lot of people there, right? Like everybody is like having a new resolution to make sports. It's just an example I have as well, right? This one. And after a week, a month, it disappears, right?
So I should not start my swimming classes in January. I should wait
This
for
is
February.
this was actually my suggestion is make it grounded in reality. If you say I will go 5 times a week to the gym when before you did not go at all, it won't work, and then you will stop doing it. So if you want something to move, make it grounded, start step by step, and have something. It depends on the magnitude of the project that you have. It can be gym. Take an action to move it forward, either each week, either each month. It depends. Take an action to move it. If you don't take, you will be disempowered. It's they generate, the action generates, gives you power to do it, and the other way
So
around.
Andra,
When you
what
have
you're
power, you
saying,
take action.
so what you're saying is you have a goal, you have a plan, but then do some things or be mindful that you also need to put it into action. I mean,
Yes,
to
if you don't
help
put it into
yourself.
action, then it goes out of existence, and then December comes and says, oh my God, in January I said I will go 5 times, and look, I did not go at all. It's because you did not take an action at some point and you were stopped. So take, and what Marius was saying was that resilience. Yeah, draw a line when you don't take when the plan does not go as you wish. Draw a line and create newly, and you don't need the December to do that. You can do it whenever you need it.
But I like his idea with being complete with the history. I mean, it is what it is. It is in the past. Accept it.
Yeah, that is withdrawing the line. What I mean is, okay, this is what it's we had all this meaning of, oh my God, I have not done it, I will not do it in the future. That does not lead anywhere. Well, it does.
That's
You won't
heavy.
do it.
I think many people have it. I mean, I have it.
We do, but then you need to get out of that.
But we need to be aware of this. I mean, we need to
yeah,
to make a conscious step to get over it.
Yeah, you have to look forward. So another thing that I can add to this one, it's when you are setting goals like this, like you mentioned, I'm starting to the gym, go to the gym. It's also setting a goal like I will go to the gym 5 times per week, that probably ambitious. Maybe you can do it 1 week, but after 1 week, your body probably will be sore, and you'll just not go anymore. The idea is to create a plan which is realistic, something that could be achievable, something that could be measurable, and something that, for example, with the sports, you can set up something like I will do 50 trainings this year, or 52, let's say, one per week. Doesn't matter if you have it 52 in 1 year or in, I don't know, half a year.
Half a year.
The
Mhm.
idea is that you can count on it, and that you can create a habit of it. So you have a number that you want to achieve. Like I said, I want to do 12 live sessions with you. That means one per month. That may not sound much. I mean, it's quite achievable. The idea is this is what I know right now, but probably in the future, my schedule that could be different. Maybe I'll not be able to be on the
Mhm.
sessions. I'm not sure what happens, but I have a number that I could, I don't know,
You can check again.
Yes,
uh, track
yes.
against.
It-
This is true, Manolo. But the thing is that when you say like I want to be 12 session, right, one per month, you also need to think in advance which one I'm going to. This Friday, next Friday, and that gives you something that is palpable. You know that next week you'll have this one and you'll go to a session. And if you don't go to a session, then you will look at your plan and you'll say, okay, it didn't go as planned, but I will replan and go to the session that is on in 2 weeks.
Yeah,
this
absolutely.
is
That
yeah,
gives me the flexibility.
be flexible and evaluate, especially when you start with a new plan. This is my suggestion. Evaluate after a few weeks, after a month, what works, what doesn't work. Like, don't force
Mhm.
yourself. Like, reevaluate and redo the outcome. This is the idea. When you, as you said, if you want to create a new habit, if you say I will wake up every morning at 7 and it's you're not, yeah, and it doesn't work for you, you need to reevaluate. So it's look every few weeks or a month or every week, whatever works for you, evaluate what worked, what did not work in the last week. And from there you can see new actions or new goals. That flexibility.
Yeah, what I found interesting, I read something this week about the goals, that it's also important to not just have a checklist. I mean, the goals are not like checklists, like really easy to do stuff, and you just
Mhm.
check on the list just to feel better that you
Feel
just check.
useful.
But
Useful is
yeah, I mean, if
Mhm.
you don't learn anything from those goals, from the failures, maybe those goals are not that I don't know, valuable. I mean, we should try to have some valuable goals for us, for our development. If you
But
just
you know,
check
guys,
on some list,
This
yeah,
you
begs
know
the
please,
what I
Christina.
hear
question.
from you? Yeah.
This begs the question: how do you set a goal, right? What is a goal for you, right?
But before that, you know what I hear from everyone, guys,
Yeah,
is that we need a New Year's resolution. Okay, even if it's not in December, it's a yearly resolution somehow. But the conclusion that I draw from you guys is that we need one. And also from my point of view, if you asked me 2 years ago, I would say, nah, I wouldn't. I don't need a New Year's resolution. I don't want another no burden on my head. If you ask me now, yes, I think it's useful. Um, and then we come to why, and this how do we set the goal and why is this useful for us? How do we make it useful instead of a burden?
Mhm. And I come back to this example, right? Going to the gym, right? And if you set like I'm going 5 times a week at the gym, or let's put something realistic, right? Like 2 times per week at the gym. I mean, it's not just the number. I would have like 26, I don't know, 100 times I'm going to the gym this year. But I think it's more connected to why you are going to the gym, right? What
exactly.
is that you want to achieve by going to the gym? And that is probably what is actually why you are doing that, right? Like being present to why you are doing that thing. Like for me, it's like health, right? I sit at the desk all day, right? So it's a desk job. And then I don't do that much sport, right? And I need to do some movement, right? To keep my health.
I
right?
will go a step forward. Why do you need to
Mhm.
be healthy?
to have energy to work and to
Why
keep
do you need that energy?
yeah, why do you keep that energy? To have a life.
Yeah, you see, that is why. Why is that I want
Yeah.
to spend time with my family? I want to be able to focus with my daughter. That is the actual I. The I want to be healthy is not empowering. I can have a chocolate now and well, we'll see. Yeah. It's the why is what's important for you in life. Yeah. It's important. I don't know what's to spend time with your family, to be healthy, to work, to yeah. This is always go
question is like,
why.
what are you building with that? Right?
Yes, exactly.
What are you
Why?
building with?
Why be
That
healthy?
reminds
You can also live good and have half of.
that reminds me of a question. So I heard this week also. So our bodies, are we owning it or we are just rentals?
Ooh.
That's philosophical. Think about it. I'm really curious. What do you think about it?
It's a home.
It's a home.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Yeah, it's a home.
Mhm.
Yeah, indeed, the why it's important. I mean, why do you want to have a goal? Yeah, the idea is not to go to the gym. I don't know how many times. The idea is to be more healthy, or I don't know, to resolve some, I don't know, some body issues, some pain, some stuff like that, or you want to have a six pack. I don't know what
Yeah,
doesn't
those
matter.
are the KPIs. Is
Yeah,
Mari
those.
is saying in the comments. You need some KPIs for your goals. How do
Yeah,
you measure
yeah,
them? Mhm.
it should
And
be
I think it's
measurable somehow.
yes, it's this question, right? Like 5 whys. But I think the bigger or the more appealing question is, what are you building with that? What are you achieving by doing that, right? So let's take an example. I want to have a certification this year. Let's imagine that, right? This is my goal. And the question is, why do you have? What are you doing with that? What are you building with that? And the answer could be my career. And the question, what are you building with that, with a great career? Oh, I will have more money. What are you building with more money? A beautiful house, a happy family. And then you will start wondering, is it true like money will bring happiness to my family? And this way you can evaluate actually if that is something that you really want, or is something that sounds cool, or sounds like it's something that I want for this near future. So yeah. And I think being grounded in this why will give you power to actually achieve your goals. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we sit enough to understand for ourselves the why. I mean,
We're
think
not present to it. It's not alive.
we don't do it. I
No,
mean,
because
most of us.
we then get caught up in the KPIs. Are those fulfilled or not? And
And I think it's also for the fear of the answers, or for the struggle to find the answer and face reality, or be we need to be honest to ourselves. And yeah, it's easier to go to numbers just because you can count easy. But when you need to say, yeah, how do I make my family happy? Is it my time that makes my family happy, or do I need more, and blah blah? So it can go wild, this topic. And I think it's a difficult conversation, and maybe that's why we kind of tend to avoid committing and wanting to get into this and see the value we might have from working with such a tool. Yeah, it asks for energy from us. It's not easy to do it. So yeah, depends on how we put it.
it's not easy or difficult. It's mostly it depends also how you see it. It's just different because you have not done it.
Mm-hmm,
We tend to say it's easy. It's not easy because it's different. You have not done
It's
it
different.
before. It's easy when you have done it. So this is a new way to look at it. It's just different.
Yeah, you're right.
Want
So if a person does not go to gym compared to one that goes to gym, yeah, it's obvious that the person who already goes to gym 2 times a week for 1 year, they have done it. It means they see the value, they have the feeling of good vibes. I don't know, the energy that or the outcomes that they ask for it. As opposed to the person who doesn't go to the gym, they don't see that, they don't feel it. So it's that distance that we need to pass from not having to having it, right? And how do we cross that bridge?
Well, we took this example with health, and this one is it requires action for quite a few, as you said, a year until you see. So it's easy to give up because you don't see results after a session. Maybe you have a bit of energy, but yeah, it's that is why resilience. Like even if you have not done it, start all over again. Yeah, complete the what happened. Okay, this is what I wanted to do. I have not done it. Yeah, and then what do I do now? Do I want to do something new? Do I want to continue that?
I just want to emphasize this because we are going in different direction, and I want to just say like the obvious, right? It's good to have New Year's resolutions or to have New Year's objectives, right? This is what is there for me.
It's not good or bad, I would say.
It keeps. I mean, as long as these objectives are something that are meaningful to you, they are really valuable.
Do you
to
want
set.
something? Like I know somebody was saying, I do this planning at work, so I don't want to do it in my private life. Yeah, it's too much. I don't like the planning. Well, nobody loves. Yeah, and then at some point the realization was, well, if I want something, it's not going to happen. So I need to do something about it. If not, I just like go with the flow. If I want to, I don't know, create a party 2 months from now, I need to plan that. So it's about if you want something new or you want to create something for this year, then do it. If you don't, don't. Yeah.
Just
That is
go
why
with
I
the
say
flow.
good or bad.
Right.
Yeah, I agree with you, Andra, but I think it's in the space where people would like to see a change and they
It's
don't know
growth.
how
That
to
is
do it.
growth. It's
Yeah. But I think this is where we talk about New Year's resolution being a positive or a good tool. If you don't want this one, you can take another. It doesn't really matter in the end. It's the name. But I also think if you decide to not do anything, it's still a resolution. I mean, it's okay. Maybe you have a full year of something ahead that is development, you know that is going to take all your energy or your emotions, and you don't want to engage in anything to change. I mean, this is still a resolution, and just remember to come back next year, see if it's the same
also
or not.
ask for help. You don't need to be alone, even if it's your personal, like this certification. Yeah, ask for help. Yeah, a friend, a wife, somebody. Yeah, to have support with achieving that. If you keep it to yourself, it's safe that if it doesn't happen, it's fine. But if you put it out there, it's somehow at risk. But you also get the support. So it's that benefit of I have the support and people ask me about it, and then I move forward. Or yeah, okay.
Super. We are close to 30 minutes. We said that we are going to speak freely for 30 minutes.
Yes, we did.
Stop.
So if we are to draw some conclusions, one conclusion per person. How do we conclude the meeting? The
From my
discussion?
side, for our listeners and viewers, I will say that leaders being heard this year objective is to share knowledge, help grow people, and I think it's a valuable objective or goal for this year.
Nice. Super. Thank you, Manolo.
Yeah. From my side is, if you do want something in your life, ask yourself why, and ask for support, like share it with others, and plan it.
Mhm.
And evaluate what's working, what's not working. Yeah, that will bring you the resilience.
Super.
Yeah,
Thank you.
this is something that I would add: resilience, and don't be disappointed if you don't do what you said you will do, right? So
Well, you
Next
will
time.
be disappointed. Is how you deal with that. You cannot
Yeah.
choose. You will be.
you will be, but choose not to move forward. Be resilient.
engage
All right.
in those thoughts. That is the
Yeah.
thoughts, feelings.
Yeah. Okay. And from my side, I would say that if you are afraid to use it as a tool, try it. And if it doesn't work, ask for help.
Mhm.
And yeah, and be prepared to be surprised that it works.
Cool.
And yeah, super. So this is us, Leaders Being Heard, first live of the year. Thank you for watching us. Keep watching us, and we'd love to also hear your comments, your feedback, and anything. And keep in touch because we'll be present this year.
Yeah. Happy
fully.
weekend,
Bye.
everybody.
Thank
Happy.
you. Bye.
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 Cheers. Bye bye.